potato chips, candy bars, fountain soda drinks. All of these, plus many other unhealthy snacks, are banned today in America's schools. The Nutrition for America's Children Act was implemented to monitor kids' everyday eating habits, and in Center County, this means cafeteria menu changes. During the 2008 presidential campaign, America's youth flocked the streets and schools to encourage others to vote. But as the midterm elections are now taking place, the participation has dropped dramatically, and the question that's on many people's minds today is the reason why. To some people, the idea of spending an afternoon with rapists and murderers doesn't sound fun. The students in Professor Eric Silver's class would have to disagree. Potato chips, candy bars, fountain soda drinks. All of these, plus many other unhealthy snacks, are banned today in America's schools. The Nutrition for America's Children Act was implemented to monitor kids' everyday eating habits, and in Center County, this means cafeteria menu changes. According to NewsRx Science Journal, school children who consume foods purchased in vending machines are more prone to having bad eating habits, resulting in obesity and even heart problems. And today, 12% of Pennsylvania's high school students are suffering from obesity. Dr. Christine Clark, Director of Sports Nutrition at Penn State, says that one of the main causes for obese children is the food that is offered by their schools.
Yeah, I do think that schools may be playing a role in bad nutrition. First of all, many schools don't have a lot of money to provide healthier foods for kids, and they're providing foods that kids want to eat: pizza, hamburgers, and other fast food items.
Now that the Nutrition Act is in place, school administrators can curb the eating habits of their students and promote healthier lifestyles. In Center County, schools have already made changes, first in Johnstown and hopefully in State College. Dr. Craig Butler, principal of State College Area High School, says that they have already taken strides to improve their students' eating habits.
We have a student store, we call it the Roar Store. They have changed quite dramatically what they sell out of that store in terms of sweets, candies, and healthy food. It's much more oriented towards healthy snacks, better nutrition, less calorie-oriented foods to address the obesity issue.
With the removal of these unhealthy snacks, Center County students, as well as students across America, are looking towards healthier futures, leaving problems of obesity and heart issues behind them. Reporting from State College, I'm Emily Yermack. During the 2008 presidential campaign, America's youth flocked the streets and schools to encourage others to vote. But as the midterm elections are now taking place, the participation has dropped dramatically, and the question that's on many people's minds today is the reason why. Researchers from the Social Science Journal have done countless research exploring the youth participation during election season, and over they find the same results. Across the United States, there has consistently been a lower level of student activity in the midterm election season. At Penn State, Nittany Lions have been campaigning all day for these elections, but you can tell by the emptiness of the Hetzel Union building that the findings are valid.
We still wanted to make sure that we registered as many students as possible, held forums on campus so they could come out and talk to me if they had any questions, comments, concerns about the campaign. I have felt that, of course, I would like every student to vote regardless if it's for me or for any of my opponents. But I felt that it's been low this year, and it's been frustrating because a lot of students have other priorities that it's difficult to compete with.
President Obama has been traveling across the country encouraging students to vote today for our new legislation. And hopefully, with all of Obama's recruitment, it'll inspire more students to register to vote and help pave the way for America's future leaders. Reporting live outside State College for Decision 2010, I'm Emily Yermack. To some people, the idea of spending an afternoon with rapists and murderers doesn't sound fun. The students in Professor Eric Silver's class would have to disagree. Penn State sociology professor Eric Silver is teaching his students about good and evil by taking them out of the classroom and into the prison yard. Once a year, Professor Silver takes a group of students from his Sociology of Deviance course to Rockview State Prison. He calls this day the Rockview Life Experience. Unlike other prison experiments, Silver doesn't bring his students there to scare them away from drugs or teach them about bad guys, but rather to sit down with inmates serving life sentences in an open room and talk about their experience behind bars.
I bring the students to Rockview because I want them to experience a group of people that they would otherwise never experience. And also because the class is about deviance, and these guys are probably the most intense form of deviance that we have, right? They're convicted murderers serving life sentences short of death. They're the furthest outpost of our society.
Silver says other professors in his department sometimes doubt his teaching methods and find his experiments dangerous. Even the superintendent of Rockview, Marirosa Lamas, who was unavailable for a comment, told Silver she has mixed feelings about bringing students back next year. Nonetheless, Silver continues to use his students' feedback as proof that this experience is meaningful. Sam Novak, one of Silver's teaching assistants this year, is one of the students that went on this year's trip. She says she loved her time at Rockview because she learned more than she expected.
You can look into your everyday life, and you can look into things that you've judged and things you've held other people accountable, and really kind of understand where people are coming from. And you can really kind of see it from an objective, natural standpoint. And at the end of the day, what you learn you can apply to everything you do. And so this class gives people a life lesson rather than a textbook lesson. The textbook lesson is kind of the bonus.
As part of the experience, Silver has his students write reactions to the trip and post them online for other students to read. On the course's Angel page, one student wrote the experience was amazing. She writes, "I was shocked when I first met the lifers. They seemed so nice. Nothing like the monsters I'd imagined. They smiled, said hello, and welcomed us. I know this is a treat for them, but it threw me off how nice these guys were. I mean, they killed someone, some killing multiple people. And some of their stories really touched me." Professor Silver says he likes introducing his students to lifers at Rockview because it shortens the gap between us and them. And although many people doubt his experiment is worthwhile, he plans to bring students to prison for many semesters to come. Reporting from State College, I'm Emily Yermack. Reporting from State College, I'm Emily Yermack. Reporting live outside State College for Decision 2010, I'm Emily Yermack. Reporting from State College, I'm Emily Yermack.